for your distraction, resonating in your ears.
3 weeks in a row. We haven't missed yet.
Nah, we're doing good. This is how we roll now. Season 2. How you doing, Adam?
Pretty good. Not too bad.
Not too bad. What are you drinking
too
tonight?
shabby.
We got in the cup.
Yang-a-lang.
Yingling, okay.
Dang-a-lang for my yang-a-lang.
I'm drinking Hickory Light again, but we also got some backup beers here on deck. What we got here? Let's see. We've got some Rolling Rock. We've got some Southern Tier Double IPA. And we've got Ice House. Ooh, Ice House. So we got some backup beers. We're just going to drink as we record.
Backups.
Yeah. Drinking some beers.
I feel like we're going to need some backups. I feel like we'll need some.
I like beer. I still like beer. We'll get into that too. We'll get into that. That's worth talking about.
Yeah.
So, you like beer, don't you?
I love beer.
Have you ever drank so much beer you blacked out? You couldn't remember.
I've blacked out once in my life.
One time from drinking too much?
Not from a combination of two things.
Drugs?
From a combination of weed and drinking.
Okay.
I might have told the story once before, but it was at a Thanksgiving party. A buddy of mine, friend of the show, mentioned it before. I'm not going to bring his name up because I don't know if he'd want me to bring his name up.
Make up a fake name. What are we going to call him for the story's sake?
For story's sake, I would call him Eduardo. Okay? Call him Eduardo. Now, Eduardo was throwing a Thanksgiving party, and he invited me over. We were all having a good time. He was inviting some friends over, made Thanksgiving dinner. Delicious fucking dinner. Dude can fucking cook his ass off.
Did you have some turducken? It's turkey with duck inside it and with chicken inside of it.
Nope.
It's like a bird inside of a bird inside of a bird. It's like Inception of Thanksgiving dinners. It's
it was
wonderful.
no turducken.
I recommend it.
Baller turkey though. He cooked his ass off. Baller ass turkey, delicious. Afterwards, started playing some card games, drinking some fucking whiskey and coke, and drinking games, card games, all that nonsense. He had this girl he was seeing at the time who came over and was smoking up. Now, drunk at this point.
Drunk Adam.
I
smell weed.
That's what I do. I do what I do and I do what I do. She's sitting next to me, smoking up. I look over and I'm like, "Hey, let me hit that." And she's like,
"Bitch, you gonna pass that?" That's how it came out. In your head, you said, "Can I please have a hit of that?" Like, bitch, pass. Quit babysitting.
Look. She was nice, and when you're high, you're like, abso-fucking-lutely. So she passes it over. Okay. I take a huge fucking hit. I take 2 huge hits, and I wake up in my car.
And she told you, "Oh, that was laced with crack." 2 hits.
I take two huge hits. All right. I take 2 huge hits, and I remember I took 2 huge hits, and then I remember taking another 2 huge hits after that, sitting there for a couple minutes, and then waking up in my car. I didn't start my car. I wasn't going to drive. But here's the thing. When I get fucked up, I like to wander. I'm a wanderer. I like to I like to take walks. I like to just go for walks. I like to get out of
wander around.
I like to get out of the noise. I like to go somewhere quiet and just ponder my life. That's what I do. So I was in my car, in my driver's seat. And Eduardo finds me, is like, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" And I was like, where am I? And he's like, "Dude, get in the house." He's like, "Oh shit, all right." And I stumble back in the fucking house. 3 people are there that weren't there whenever I was sitting there drinking. And I was like, "Oh, what's up?" And then, yeah, get back to the party. That was the only time I ever blacked out. Have you ever blacked out?
Yeah, I blacked out one time. And I might have had alcohol poisoning, but I was probably 19 or 20. I wasn't old enough to drink, but I was in college, so I was older than 18. And I went to spring break for the first time. Went to the beach.
Let me see them
with
titties!
With a group of friends. So many titties. It was like an episode of Girls Gone Wild that I was at. It was nuts.
With titties!
With lots of titties. And so much booze. a retarded amount of booze that went through my body that my bloodstream processed, and it was like I was drunk the whole week, but it was like the last night we were there, so I was going big, and I was one of the guys who drove. Like there was a whole slew of us. We took like 3 separate cars. One of the cars happened to be mine. Dude, I got so drunk, I was vomiting all night and just blacked out. I wake up in the back seat of my own vehicle, laid down, and I poke my head up, and 2 of my other friends are in the car with me. One's driving, and one's in the passenger seat. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? They're like, dude, it's the middle of the day. We had to fucking check out and leave. So they threw my drunk, passed out ass in the back of my own car, loaded up all my shit because I was like blacked out, and they drove. We had to go home. We had to leave the hotel. So that's what happened. That's the only time.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's the only time I got blacked out drunk. It was nuts. It was nuts. But never got super stoned to the point like that. I mean, it might have been the mix of weed and booze with you. Mine was just
that was
booze.
that was 100% it.
Yeah.
100% it. That's the reason why. I've been so drunk to the point where I've been so fucked up, but I've never been so drunk to the point where I've been blackout drunk. I've never been able to get to that point. Like, and believe me, I've killed bottles of liquor before. I've killed whole bottles by myself before in the past, and my brain is still like, no, we're remembering this. Don't you worry. I'm still going. We're going.
Yeah, I did drug stories, but I did a lean, too much of a codeine purple drink, and I didn't even black out then, but I was hurting. It was entirely too much. But yeah, speaking of weed, is there an update on the chronic front?
Yeah, I don't know if I told the story in the podcast before,
Oh, you didn't?
But
oh,
okay. I don't know if I told the story in the podcast, but I was trying to see my physician about pertaining some medicinal marijuana because
It's completely legal.
Yes, I was trying to get medicinal marijuana because I have told this story in the podcast before. I get headaches like a motherfucker. I literally get headaches every single day for years now. I don't go this far into the story of my headaches. I get crippling headaches. Like, I don't go out because of headaches. Like, for those of you that listen to the podcast that probably haven't seen me in a long time, I don't go out because of my headaches. Like, I don't, like, I used to go to the bar a lot and, like, hang out with people. I don't see those people a lot because I just hang out at home because my fucking head hurts all the time. I get migraines. I get headaches all the fucking time. Like, it takes a lot for me to come here to do the podcast sometimes because my head hurts all the fucking time. Like, I can't remember a day where I didn't have a headache. That's how long I've had them. So pills haven't worked. I've gotten new pills. I've upped dosages on my pills, and they haven't worked. So I've talked to my doctor about possibility of medicinal marijuana because I've read stories about that's worked. I've heard that's worked. Apparently, in Pennsylvania, medicinal marijuana is not allowed to be used for headaches and migraines. It's not used for that. It's only used for things like cancers and like HIV and AIDS and things like that, and it's used for chronic debilitating pains, like the kind of pains that leave you in bed unable to move kind of pains.
Who told you this?
I looked it up online. And like the state like .gov website of like what the uses of medicinal marijuana is. After I was told this, I wanted to double check for myself, and I looked it up online, and apparently like that's what it's used for. Like when it comes to like debilitating pain itself, it's like pain that like leaves you bedridden kind of pain that's used for. So evidently that's where I'm at with it. So
Did you see the weed doctor?
they won't. He won't even see me. Like he won't even see me. Like I tried. Like the way it goes is you sign up. You sign up online first for the medicinal marijuana, and then once you sign up online, then your regular medical doctor makes an appointment with the doctor who can prescribe you the medicinal marijuana. And then once your doctor makes the referral appointment, then you go see that doctor, and then he makes a decision whether or not you get basically the weed card. When my doctor tried to make the appointment to get me the referral appointment, my doctor called me back and said, "Yeah, the referral doctor said that you don't get medicinal marijuana for that reason, so he can't see you for that."
Even though it's debilitating.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't leave me bedridden. It doesn't leave me I'm still active. I still go to work. I still am active. Like I'm not in bed constantly all the time with it. So
that's a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah, I know. So it's if it wasn't headaches and migraines, it'd be different. But because it's headaches and migraines, apparently it doesn't do it for depression or anxiety or anything like that either. So
fuck all that, man.
Yeah, so I guess I'm left with, because here's the thing. I know the only other option was go see a neurologist and get MRIs done, but I've done that before. I've seen a neurologist and I've had MRIs done and stuff like that. And maybe I'll go see a neurologist again and get another MRI done before, but I've done it before and they didn't find anything. Nothing was found. Basically when I had the MRI done and they didn't find anything, they were they basically shrugged their shoulder I don't know what to tell you. Nothing was there. So maybe I'll see the neurologist again and get another MRI done. Maybe there'll be something there, but I really hope there is anything there, because if there is something there, it could be fucking cancer, and that's not what I want there to be.
No, you don't want cancer. At least you'd get your weed then.
Well, yeah, then I would get my weed, and then he'd be well, at least I'm high now.
I mean, hey, I'm probably going to be dead in 9 months, but at least I can smoke up.
Yeah.
Look on the positive.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's the story of that.
Well, I'll tell you what, Adam. I got a different weed doctor. And by weed doctor, I mean drug dealer.
Oh, yeah?
So, there you I got you.
Okay.
So, what's going on in the news?
Yeah.
Some stuff going on in the news.
I guess we should get into that.
It kind of opened up with a little bit about... I still like beer. So, a thing happened. And it was quite a thing. I think the entire country watched this thing unfold.
I think most of it. I think most of the country did.
It was pretty wild. I know I did. And we're referring to the Brett Kavanaugh hearings. And we both watched it. And for those of you who are maybe not American, because they might not know what's going on, our friends from the Philippines and Taiwan who listen to the show. So, President Donald Trump, it still pains me to say that, nominated a new Supreme Court justice, a gentleman by the name of Brett Kavanaugh, who's an ultra right-wing conservative guy. And that is what it is. I mean, when Trump got elected, the first thing that popped into my mind was, this is going to destroy the courts for a generation. I knew that was going to happen. So I'm not surprised that he nominated somebody like that. But here's the kicker. It apparently came out that this guy's a complete scumbag and he has sexually assaulted women.
Allegedly.
He has allegedly... I wasn't in the room. I didn't see it. It was 1982. I wasn't even born yet. He has allegedly sexually assaulted numerous women. So... now there's a whole movement to stop him from serving on the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court, Adam, a lifetime appointment to the highest court in the land. Arguably, a Supreme Court justice may have more power than the president.
Which no job should ever have a lifetime appointment, but
I kind of agree with that. I'm starting to.
You used to disagree with me.
I
wholeheartedly.
I'm starting to come around, man.
And I always said no job should ever have a lifetime appointment like that. No job should. No.
I'll tell you what. It should be one of two things. There should be a term limit for the Supreme Court, or you can't resign ever, because what they do is they wait until there's a president friendly to their party and their ideals, and then they choose to resign under that said president. If you had a rule in place that said you can't resign, you just have to die. Well, you can't control when you die. You die under whatever president happens to be there. I think that would be more fair. But then it'd be tough, because what if somebody gets super sick and they don't die right away?
Or Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you got okay,
it's a work in progress.
And then you
idea.
got somebody who's like the last pope in the Supreme Court or some shit like that.
I'm thinking about that right now.
Who's like,
I'm thinking about it right now.
It's like, what's your rule? Like,
I'm thinking about it.
I poop my pants.
I'm thinking about it.
I poop my pants. I poop my pants.
Would that be as bad as what we have now? If I
poop my pants.
If I get an old dude up there pooping his pants, that might be better than Brett Kavanaugh.
I'm just saying.
So, anyway, I think there should be adjustments made to that, but there isn't right now. So, Brett Kavanaugh is accused of sexually assaulting this one woman in particular, Dr. Ford, and she testified and came forward, and this happened 30-some years ago in 1982. And let me just tell you, if this issue hasn't fractured our country worse than it already was,
yeah,
it's a mess out there. It is an absolute shitstorm, man. What are your thoughts on the matter?
I mean,
I know it's tough, isn't it?
It's extremely tough. On one end, you've got. Look, I feel for her. I really do. On one end, I feel for her because
her testimony was dynamite, man. Like, she wasn't a paid actress. She wasn't somebody lying. She was sincere, and she was just.
You don't know that, but
Adam,
you don't know that.
Then
but
she should fucking get an Oscar. She should win more Oscars than Meryl fucking Streep, because she was fantastic. You cannot tell me that was a rehearsed line. Her voice would crack. She was terrified, man. She was terrified to put herself through that. There ain't no way that shit was made up. That kind of emotion, you cannot fake that. Cannot.
I mean, I do feel it. If what she said is true, I'm gonna say if what she said is true, because I am of the idea that somebody is not gonna lie about something that terrible. I'm not gonna say that somebody's gonna lie about something that terrible. So if what she said is true, then yes, that is a horrible, terrible thing to have to go through. And yes, she would be. It would be a brave thing to go through, but at the same time, it begs. On one end, it begs the question. It begs the question: why wait this long? Some people ask the question: why wait this long Why wait this long to bring it up? Okay, if it's true, why wait this long to bring it up? Why wait until all of a sudden, now that he's being appointed Supreme Court Justice, to bring it up now?
You asking me?
Okay, I'm just.
You're hypothetical.
I'm hypothetically. Why wait this long to bring it up now? Is there a reason? Okay, there could be multiple points. Either it's a way out there conspiracy theory where it's just some ploy to try to keep Brett Kavanaugh from being appointed into the Supreme Court Justice, or it is the idea that, she has been trying to recover from this traumatic experience for this entire time, and now seeing his face plastered all over the TV this whole time brought these emotions up, and she just feels like she has to bring it out into the open now. Okay, that's two possibilities. Now, having said that, what are your thoughts on the idea that the question of why bring this out all of a sudden? Like, answer the question for me. What are your thoughts on that question?
Well, I can't speak for Dr. Ford. I don't know. I don't know why she didn't come forward right away, right after it happened, and why she waited till now. But I can speculate, and that's what I'll do for you.
That's why I wanted to speculate.
Sure. It's tough out there. It is a man's world. It's a man's world. It's tough for women. This kind of thing happens all too often. And men typically, in Kavanaugh's case, he was from a wealthy, rich, well-to-do, powerful family. She wasn't. If she would have come forward, and we've seen this happen with girls who do come forward, that family would have destroyed her. Because that's what they do. When you have that much power, it's that white privilege. It's all kinds of bullshit. And that's part of the reason. We know, we have documents that she sought help. She was in therapy from shortly after the incident occurred up until now, her whole entire life. We have her husband, who shortly after they started getting serious dating, before they were married, she told him, because it's something you tell your partner. Hey, when I was 15 years old, these guys tried to rape me, and so her husband said, yes, she told me this however long ago. She didn't go to the public till now because all of a sudden she sees this rapist, this guy who did this to her, who's about to.
You can't use the husband's testimony on that you can't use the husband as absolute truth by.
I'm not saying anything's absolute.
But what I'm saying is you can't use that as you can use the documents of her getting therapy all those years ago as that could be considered of that's reason why, but you can't use the husband saying that as reason why, because
you asked me why she didn't come forward. I'm telling you that she did, but she came forward to her therapist and her family. Those are who she was comfortable.
You don't know that she came forward to her family, though. That's my point.
The husband said she did,
but you don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know that the therapist could be lying for her.
But there's documents, isn't there? Aren't there documents?
But the husband even said this. He went to therapy too.
But aren't there documents?
There's documents on all of it. I don't think we're arguing that she didn't come to the husband. That's absolutely fact. That's according to Hoyle.
You didn't say. I didn't know that the husband went to therapy.
They went to couples therapy.
That's not what I knew. That's why
they went to a couples therapy.
That's what I'm
yes.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
They did.
I thought you said that the husband told them. I didn't. That's what I thought you were saying. That's my point.
No, and that's my next problem. And this is really truly how I feel about the matter. The husband wasn't brought to testify. Two people were brought to testify to the Senate Judiciary Committee. It was Dr. Ford and Brett Kavanaugh. Those two people. This guy and the Republicans are trying to rush through this. They're trying to get him confirmed right damn quick. And you know why? Because there's an election coming up in November.
Which is a problem.
It's a problem for the Republicans.
Yes.
Because it looks like the Republicans are going to get their asses kicked. Now, we don't know anything for sure. Because in 2016, the polls showed Hillary Clinton up by 9 points going to election night. And we know how that turned out. Polls are usually right, but they're not always right. The polls have the Democrats up by a lot because people are pissed off about Trump. And they have predicted that the Democrats will take control of the Senate. To get justice confirmed, civics lesson for you, the Senate has to vote. You have to get the Senate to approve it. With the majority of Democrats in there, you know they're not going to approve it. So the Republicans know this. They have control as of this very moment by one person. So they're like, oh shit, we gotta get this through. We gotta get this through real quick. I don't want them to do that. I want them to take their time, pump the brakes. Let's do an investigation. Let's get the FBI involved. Let's investigate this. Let's call witnesses. Let's call fucking everybody who was at that party in 1982. There was a second guy in the room when this was going down. Mark Judge, who was Brett Kavanaugh's childhood friend. Why wasn't he interviewed? Granted, yes, it's one of his best friends. He's probably going to lie for his friend. But he wasn't even fucking talked to, Adam. Dr. Ford took a lie detector test. Brett Kavanaugh did not. He refuses to. All of these are huge red flags.
Yeah.
I want the investigation to take place. And this is where I think you'd be surprised about this, Adam. If this FBI investigation takes place and they find no proof, they can't prove anything, it's all clear, whatever, then okay. And go ahead and vote for him. But I want that investigation to happen first. And that's what they're trying to stop. This is such an important thing. This is the Supreme fucking Court. I think it's time we investigate this guy. Just double check. And if he comes out squeaky clean and Dr. Ford's full of shit and everything that the conservatives are saying all over social media comes out to be true, then fine. Then good. Then have your seat on the court. But let's prove that first. That's all I'm asking for. A fucking investigation. Get Mulder and Scully out there.
But how can you prove it, though? How can you prove something that
I'm
long
not an
ago?
FBI agent. Yeah.
How can you prove something that long ago? That's the whole thing. Like,
Well, how could they prove that Bill Cosby's in jail right now? Did you hear this?
yeah.
His was longer ago than this. They proved that, didn't they? How do they do it? It's the way our justice system works. I mean, I want them to interview people who were in the fucking room. They haven't done that. Don't you feel that we should do that? Don't you feel that anybody who was at that party in 1982, shouldn't they at least be talked to? Shouldn't we hear their testimony? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, we should hear their testimony,
Yes.
but do you remember what you did 5 years ago, let alone 30 years ago?
If it was something like that, yeah, I'd probably remember bits and pieces.
Drunk
sure.
off your ass?
Yeah, I think I'd remember bits and pieces, even if I was drunk off my ass, yes.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, drunk off my ass, I don't know.
Do you think she's lying?
Do I think she's lying about that? No.
Okay.
Do I think... do I think she's lying? I hope not, is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to say no, I hope not. Because I hope nobody's going to lie about something like that. All right, I really hope nobody's going to lie about something like that, because that'd be a horrible, terrible thing to lie about.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll say, has it happened before? Sure.
Yeah.
Has there been a horrible, crazy bitch who's just mad about somebody and tries to ruin his life and lies about being raped or sexually assaulted and made the whole thing up? Sure, it's happened. Look at the Duke Lacrosse case. I'm not saying it never happens, but as far as statistics go, this is from the Center for Disease Control. I looked this up. You know how much of a percentage that's turned out to be false? 2%. 2% of all reported sexual crimes turned out to be a lie. 2%, Adam. And this is because this isn't something people want to lie about. You have to be a special piece of shit to lie about something like this. Most of the cases don't even get reported because women don't want to subject themselves to the stuff that Dr. Ford's going through, having death threats on her life and her family's life.
I'm going to throw this out there. This isn't something I believe, but this is a thought experiment, okay? You said it's within the Republicans' best interest to shut this down real quick and vote Kavanaugh in as quickly as possible.
Oh, yeah. That's what they're trying to do.
Is this not within the Democrats' best interest to have some kind of scandal against Kavanaugh to spread or to push this out as long as possible to make sure that the Democrats have control, so they can make sure they vote him out.
I think
is that not within their best interest though? Is there not any? I'm not saying it happened. I'm not saying that it is, and I'm not saying I believe it. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying it's happened. I'm not saying I believe it. But it's government, and it's a corrupt government. So there may be a 1% chance it happened, but is there not a small 1% chance that maybe that they paid somebody off to lie about, that something like this happens, so that they can push? Because it's very, very coincidental that it's almost drama. It's almost House of Cards level drama that this happened, where when this Supreme Court justice was about to be just Donald Trump's Supreme Court justice that he wanted was about to be sworn in, and all of a sudden this scandal comes out, because this story comes out that all of a sudden, he apparently, allegedly, we keep saying allegedly because it has not been a conviction yet, that it has happened yet, that this alleged scandal has come out, that he allegedly sexually assaulted this person 30 some odd years ago, 40 some odd years ago, whatever, came out, and now it's being held up. This is like House of Cards level narrative base.
You done?
Yeah.
I'm confused. Were you asking a question?
I'm just saying, like, is there not like a 1% chance? Like, is it not within the Democrats' best interest that Kavanaugh's induction to the Supreme Court be pushed back as long as possible until the Democrats get control?
I think it is in America's best interest to investigate this, to get to the bottom of this, to find out anything and everything about him before we jump to these fucking conclusions. That's what I think. Both parties are to blame. You said corruption. Both parties are corrupt.
But
yes.
But is it not in the Democrats'
Republicans
best interest?
are corrupt and Democrats are corrupt.
I know that.
Sure. There's some good people in the Republican Party and there's some good people in the Democrat Party.
Yes.
But there's too many bad ones in both. This is a political game. This is what they're playing. Merrick Garland. That's what I'm going to tell you. Merrick Garland, when what's his name? Supreme Court Justice Scalia, whatever his name was.
Talking about, yeah.
He died when President Obama was still president, toward the end of his last term, and he nominated Merrick Garland for the Supreme Court. The Republicans had control of the Senate at this time. You know what they did, Adam? They did nothing. They disobeyed the Constitution of the United States, and they refused to vote on him. They wouldn't vote. And they delayed it. They delayed it so fucking long until the 2016 election, when President Trump came in. And what happened? President Trump filled that seat. This is his second seat. This is his second justice that he wants to fill. He's already filled one that was stolen away from them because the Republicans were playing politics. So would it be in the Dems' best interest to do that? Sure, it would. Is that probably what happened? I doubt it. But you know what? If it was, then good for fucking them. Because it's a taste of your own damn medicine. Because that's what the Republicans did to them a mere 2 years ago. If you want to play politics on the Supreme Court, which shouldn't fucking happen, but if you want to
an eye for an eye is what you're saying.
It's a fucking eye for an eye. It's fucking politics. It's cutthroat. It's bloodthirsty. This is the world we live in.
So what you're saying is, if that scenario were true, it's perfectly okay to drag if what you're saying is true, if said scenario were true. I'm not saying it is. We're not saying it is. if that scenario is true, let's pull that scenario out. Pocket universe. I'm a god. Pocket universe. I create a pocket universe. That scenario is true. What they've done is they've just drug a good man's name through the mud and just drug his name through the mud, an innocent man, and just created a shitstorm and just fucked his name over. And that's okay with you?
I extremely doubt that he is a good man.
No. Like, that's like what, like, assuming that scenario is true.
I'm not going to get hypothetical on it.
But the whole scenario is a hypothetical scenario because we don't. This whole conversation is hypothetical because we don't know the truth. The whole goddamn conversation is.
But we need to know the truth. This is why I want the investigation. That's what it boils down to. I want an investigation.
Then let's stop the conversation right now because we don't know the truth. This whole conversation is
no
hypothetical.
No one fucking does
then
except for
this whole
people.
Conversation
Three people.
This whole conversation is hypothetical because we don't know the truth. This whole conversation is hypothetical.
There were 3 people in that room: Christine Ford, Brett Kavanaugh, and Mark Judge. Those are the only 3 people on the face of this fucking planet that know what happened. We've only talked to 2 of the 3 of them, and each of them said a different thing. Somebody's fucking lying. One of them. I only want to get to the bottom of it. I want this investigation, and I'm not saying this investigation has to take 35 days until the November election. If you get it done ahead of time, then so fucking be it. I only want an investigation. I don't think that's too much to ask, Adam. I don't think I'm asking for the sun and the stars. I'm asking to have a guy investigated. And I said to you, right in front of this microphone.
And there should be an investigation, absolutely.
If it's proven, or
there should be an investigation.
If
I'm not saying, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just throwing a hypothetical situation out there. I'm trying to have fun with the story. I'm trying to throw a hypothetical situation.
It's hard to have fun with this story.
I know, but I'm trying to have fun with the story. I'm trying to throw a hypothetical.
It's hard.
That's what I like. That's what I do. I play games with stories. I take a story and I try to run with it. Do you know how many different ways I've thought of this story? I've thought of this way like 50 different ways. Democrats have went through Brett Kavanaugh's old high school yearbook and they picked out 50 different women from his yearbook and they just randomly they sent it through like a computer algorithm and they picked out 5 random women and chose one of those women. Like, okay, we're going to talk to 5 of those women and we're going to try to pay off one of those women and see which one of those women had some old debt that they need to pay off and see which one of them wants to lie. You give the
Democrats way too much credit. And this is the party that just lost to Donald Trump.
I'm just saying.
Okay? They're not that great.
Look, they got to get smart somehow if they're gonna win. Okay, I'm just saying. Like I roll these scenarios in my head and stuff like that, but then I also roll the scenario that Kavanaugh's like a bloodthirsty, just cutthroat individual that is a lying sack of shit that is, just lying out of his ass, that beats his wife every night and just, every time you see him, he just looks at his wife and glares at him and makes sure like, you better smile whenever you fucking are on camera. I swear to God. Like, I roll these scenarios in my head because I just think of this shit because I'm like, it's gotta be one of these has to be true. Like, one of these 50 scenarios has to be true.
And all I want to know, I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
We'll never know the truth. We will never know the truth. Well, that's the thing. We'll never know the truth. We will never know the truth. Never.
Did OJ do it?
We'll never know.
Did he do it?
We'll never know.
Adam.
We'll never know.
Did he do it?
We'll never know. Did he do it? Look, OJ's didn't OJ write the book? Look, I didn't kill my wife. But if I would have,
that's the thing.
If I did do it, this is
why
how I would have.
I didn't do it, because if I would have done it, I
would have done it like that. Yeah. Look, bottom line is, no matter how this Kavanaugh situation ends, we will never know the actual truth. It's never going to, no matter how it ends, we'll never know the actual truth. Okay? Literally, this man can say, I raped this fucking woman. I bent this woman over the bed, covered her mouth, and went to town on her, and we'll never know the actual truth. Because that's not going to be the actual truth. There's no fucking way this dude is going to say that, and that's going to be the real fucking truth. There's going to be something deeper going on, because there's no way that dude would ever say that on national television, and that would be the truth. There's something deeper and darker going on there if he says that on national television. So we'll never know the actual truth.
All I want is an investigation. But I have a prediction, Adam.
Oh, boy.
I have a prediction that we're not going to get an investigation. Trump will not let it happen. Or if they do, it will be a farce of an investigation just for show. They're really not looking for anything. You know what I mean? Just to satisfy the people like me. That's my opinion. Here's the vote. I think the vote's going to go down like this. Right now, the Senate is at 51 Republicans, 47 Democrats, and 2 independents. The independents are going to caucus with the Democrats. So that makes it 49 to 51. I think two Republicans are going to vote no. Senator Jeff Flake of Arizona. He's a pretty conservative guy, but he does not like Trump. And he's retiring. He doesn't have to worry about running for re-election. I think he's going to vote no. The other one is Senator Suzanne Collins of Maine. She is a relatively moderate Republican, and she's a senator of Maine, a very liberal state. And she's up for re-election. So she knows if she votes yes to Kavanaugh, she's probably going to lose re-election because the people of Maine will be pissed, and they'll. So I think she's going to vote no. So that makes it 51 no to 49 yes. Hold on. There's one Democrat, Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia. He's a relatively moderate Democrat.
Who married his cousin, right?
Did he?
I don't know. It's West Virginia, so...
Oh, jeez.
I assumed.
It was a senator, so I wasn't surprised. But anyway, he is relatively moderate, but he's a senator of a very conservative state. The opposite of Collins.
Who all married their cousins.
If he votes no, the people of West Virginia are going to get pissed, and he's going to lose re-election. So I think he's going to vote yes. So what does that make it? 50-50. Exact split down the middle, Adam. What happens? And then what happens? Vice President Pence casts the deciding vote. And what the fuck's he going to do? He's going to vote yes, and Brett Kavanaugh is going to win.
It's like we're living in a fucking sitcom.
Yep. I hope I'm wrong. But you heard it here first, folks. That is my prediction on how Brett Kavanaugh will get in.
You can't write this shit. What did I fucking tell you? It's like we're living in a fucking drama. Like, this is literally a fucking drama. Like, literally a drama. This whole situation is a drama.
You don't want drama!
Like, literally, it's a drama. Like, you don't need to watch House of Cards ended. You don't need to watch House of Cards. Like,
House of Cards come back.
You don't need to watch. It doesn't need to come back. Just watch fucking C-SPAN. You don't need to watch.
This is Donald Trump's America. House of Cards is now on C-SPAN.
Yeah, like you don't need to anymore. It doesn't matter. Like, holy fuck.
I want to know. I want to know what's going on with House of Cards. I love that show, and it is coming back, but it's gonna come back without Kevin Spacey. Because
did you like it? Did you like that show? Because the show, did you like because of Kevin Spacey?
Honestly, so Kevin Spacey, he Brett Kavanaugh to some young boy. You heard about this?
Yeah.
So he's a fucking.
That's gonna be a verb.
He Brett Kavanaugh this boy. He was in a room with him, pushed him on a bed. He did almost the same exact thing.
That's gonna be fucking his legacy now. Whether he likes it, whether he comes out of it innocent or guilty, that's gonna be his fucking legacy now.
So Kevin Spacey, Brett Kavanaugh this boy, and he Me Too'd him, and he's fired now. But they're bringing the show back. I didn't know how much of a fucking scumbag he was. So that sucks. But honestly, between you and me and everybody listening to this show, I liked him as an actor. I thought he was good on House of Cards. But does that make up for what he did? No, he fucking sucks and he should be fired. Robin Wright Penn is amazing. So hopefully she saves the show. I don't know. But we'll see. I love House of Cards.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like the show. I only like the show because of Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. So like,
you like Robin Wright?
I didn't have a problem with Robin Wright, but I only liked it because of Kevin
She's
Spacey.
pretty good. She's really good.
She wasn't bad, but like I only watched it because of Kevin Spacey, because he was ruthless and his character was great. So that's why I watched it.
Well.
So.
Well, you don't have to watch it then. You can just
No, I don't.
He's a fan.
Yeah, that's why. So, yeah, that's why. Well, we'll see how things play out. Nothing is going to get accomplished. We know how it's going to end. It's going to end terribly because we live in the alternate universe.
We're in the darkest timeline.
In the darkest timeline. We know how it's going to go down. It doesn't matter. Life doesn't matter. We're all going to die. We're going to be eaten by worms. What life doesn't matter. We're all gonna die.
There's my cynical friend Adam.
Doesn't matter.
There's that cynicism we've all known.
Hey
and
Scott,
loved.
why don't you tell the folks how they can get a hold of us?
All right. There's several different ways you can reach us here at For Your Distraction. You can shoot us an email at foryourdistraction@gmail.com. Let us know. Do you think Brett Kavanaugh is guilty? Do you think he sexually assaulted those women? Or do you think he is innocent? Let us know. I mean, let us know, because I have no freaking clue. I just want the investigation. You can also reach us on our social media avenues. We are on Facebook. Head on over to Facebook and search For Your Distraction. Give our page a like on there. We post all kinds of great things. Clips to upcoming movies and TV shows. We put links to all of our latest shows there. We're pretty active there on the Facebook front. We are also on Twitter, just like Donald Trump. We tweet out things all the time. You can tweet us at podcastfyd. So head over to Twitter, follow For Your Distraction on there. There's a couple different ways you can listen to our show. We are on SoundCloud. So go head over to SoundCloud, search For Your Distraction, and follow us on there. We are also on iTunes. So head over to iTunes, search For Your Distraction, and subscribe to us there. So each time our new show comes out, it pops right up on your device. You could also write a little review about us or give us a 5-star rating, because you know you want to. You can also find us from the Be Real Podcasting Network. Head on over to Podbean, search for the Movie Guys Podcast. The Movie Guys is our sister show and also a member of the Be Real Podcasting Network with us. Head on over to Podbean's Movie Guys Podcast, and there you'll find For Your Distraction, just waiting for your ear's pleasure. Adam.
Scott.
It's been a good one. It's been a good one.
It's been a one.
It's been a one. I'm kind of getting the shakes.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. It's. This whole world is just fucked up.
There he is. There he is, Adam. Adam, it sucks right now, but you gotta be optimistic, man. Gotta be optimistic.
I mean, America sucks, but like, I guess it's better than a lot of other places. So there's that.
Are we like top 20?
I guess, yeah.
We're probably there, right? We're right around there.
Yeah, we're top 20 at least.
You think?
Yeah. I mean, it's better than North Korea.
Yeah, they're not top 20.
Yeah. I guess we're better than North Korea.
We're America. At least we're not North Korea.